checks her phone again. She just checked it 30 seconds ago. The message was delivered. It was read 3 hours ago. And now, nothing. Just that little scene sitting there like a sentence she was never allowed to finish. She tells herself, he's probably busy. She tells herself, it doesn't mean anything. She tells herself, stop being like this. But her hands unlock the screen anyway. This is Emma. She is not dramatic. She is not needy. She is not what people call too much. She is someone whose nervous system learned a long time ago that love is something you have to work to keep. That if you go quiet, people leave. That if you need too much, people leave. That even if you do everything right, people might still leave. So her brain never fully relaxes inside a relationship, not even on the good days, especially not on the good days. Because good days feel borrowed, and borrowed things always get taken back. She walks to the train platform. The city moves around her. Buses pulling away, strangers scrolling, pigeons scattering at nothing. Everyone looks like they have somewhere important to be. Emma just has the weight. She rereads the last conversation. Was it something she said? The word okay. Did it sound cold? Should she have added something? Should she have said less? Her brain runs every version of the exchange, looking for the error. Because if there's an error, she can fix it. And if she can fix it, he won't leave. And if he won't leave, she can breathe. Just not yet. A week ago, they had a perfect evening. Walking by the river, laughing about nothing, his hand finding hers without either of them noticing. That version of things, that Emma, felt safe. But that Emma was 3 days and 1 unreplied message ago. She drafts a follow-up, something casual, something that doesn't look like what it is, which is, please don't be pulling away from me. Please tell me I didn't imagine us. She deletes it. She types it again. She puts the phone in her pocket and stares at the horizon. Here is what nobody tells you about anxious attachment. It is not a personality flaw. It is not a character defect. It is not evidence that you are broken or dramatic or impossible to love. It is a survival response. Somewhere in your early life, maybe in your home, maybe in your first love, maybe in both, connection felt unpredictable, available sometimes, withdrawn without warning, and your nervous system, which is incredibly smart, did exactly what it was built to do. It learned to watch, to scan the environment for signs of danger, to treat a change in tone the way other people treat a smoke alarm. Not because you are weak, but because once the alarm actually mattered. The problem is, the alarm doesn't know it's 2026 now. It doesn't know this is a different person. It doesn't know you are safe. It only knows the pattern, and the pattern says, be ready to lose this. So you check the phone. You reread the texts. You draft the message you don't send. Not because you don't trust them, but because you don't trust the permanence of anything good. She wasn't afraid of being abandoned. She was afraid that the version of herself that needed people, that admitted it, that showed it, that couldn't quite hide it, was the version that drove them away. And so, she had spent years trying to need less, want less, feel less, not because she didn't feel deeply, but because every time she did, she was made to feel like it was too much. There is something the Bhagavad Gita speaks of, not as advice, but as a quiet truth woven into the nature of things, that we cannot control what comes. We cannot control what stays. We can only tend to the present moment with full presence and release our grip on outcomes that were never ours to hold. Emma stood at the river's edge that evening. The water moved, the city hummed behind her, and for just one moment, she put the phone away, not because the anxiety was gone, but because she remembered something she had forgotten, that she had survived every moment of silence before this one, that she was still here, that needing people, really needing them openly, honestly, is not a flaw in the architecture of a person. It is the architecture, and the right person will not leave because you need them. They will stay because they finally feel needed too.